Holyhead Youth Club to have a mooch around. The sound system equipment was stored there and I might have been popping in to check on it. As I approached the basement door, I could hear a band rehearsing. The sound was unfamiliar. It wasn't a combo I'd come across before. My curiosity was aroused, and never being too shy to introduce myself, I decided to interrupt them in mid-thrash. But for a moment I paused behind the door to listen to them a bit longer. There was a kind of reggae and a bit of punk, and a guy with a deadpan vocal style. Without knocking, I pushed the door open and walked in. I had no idea that my life was about to be completely transformed.
Yeah. Then we played, I think it was the Lyceum or somewhere like that. And it was at front stage, they were on stage playing an instrumental. And I grabbed the mic and I was DJing over it. And then the light shone on me and then they called me on stage and that was it.
You're so rude and you cannot pay.
It just used to get me involved in dancing and getting used to being centre of attraction, which I was anyway.
As usual, I started to have a mid-afternoon kip on the sofa, around about 2 p.m. Years of being on the road with the specials, often touring in cramped conditions, had acclimatised me to the sofa over my bed as a place to sleep. I'd smoked my very large roll-up, was thoroughly chilled out and looking ahead to some gigs at the weekend. That's about the moment that my front door came crashing down.
You don't just come on and take the money, you produce a show, and that's why you're a legend.
Thank you.
At home, messing around again, and I felt this incredible, painful, sharp jab. My dad had actually managed, with not inconsiderable force, to stick a fork into my box. You couldn't credit it now, but I was scarpering around the kitchen with a piece of stainless steel jutting out of me. I was more frightened than those mongooses I'd set alight and chased years before. My sister Faye still remembers this incident and says he threw the fork at me like a javelin, narrowly missing my jugular. I'd apparently been questioning him while he was telling Faye off for something. For once, as he looked at the fork sticking out of the side of my head, even he was horrified at his own actions. Not for nothing did Mia Franklin take to calling Dad the Indian chief, a tribal overlord who beat first and asked questions later.
But the beating just made me more, when it came to fighting skinheads and stuff, it just made me more, and when I went to prison, it made me more look after myself.